Hey, everybody out there in Media Land. Once again, this is Mr. Pound for Pound himself. It's going down. It's going down this Saturday, July 2nd. Klitschko, David Haye, here with my boy M2. We're going to give our predictions, analysis, breakdown, everything you need to know about this fight, our views. Not saying they're the right views, but they are our views, and we are knowledgeable boxing analysis. So check it out. All right, so I'm here with Mr. M2, and I would personally like to get his insight on the fight. So give me your insight. July, like I said, July 2nd, this weekend, it's going down. Klitschko, Haye, give it to me.
I'm real excited for this fight. It's been a long time since the heavyweight division's had a spark in it. And I'm getting that old feeling like we used to get 10 years ago. You know, when pay-per-view fights were coming, you get that feeling all week long. You're at work. All you can do is think about the fight, you know. I'm just real excited for it.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I got to say, I've been waiting for this fight for a while. You know, they've been talking about it's going to happen, and then it gets canceled, and it's going to happen, and it gets canceled, and it gets happen. I personally felt both guys were scared of each other at one point, but I mean, now it's pretty much they're forced to fight. You know, there ain't no running now.
It's got to happen now.
It's got to happen. So, July 2nd is going down. So give me some per fighter perspectives. Like, what do you think the strengths of Haye, strengths of Klitschko? And first of all, I want to know right out the gate who you think's going to win. Give it to me. Right now, I want to know right out the gate.
Well, I think that, in my personal opinion,
I want a prediction now. I want a name.
I think that Haye's going to win.
Okay.
Just because of the fact that I think that he's in Klitschko's head. I think he's already beat him mentally. That's a huge part of the game, more than anything. I think if you beat an athlete mentally first, then the rest will go.
That's
and
true.
I think Haye's got him out of pocket right now. Klitschko's really out of character right now.
He's very out of pocket.
And I just think that that's really big, and it's a big advantage for Haye right now.
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, Mike Tyson, you know, that's all you got to say is one word. He take guys out of their heads right away. So what else do you think about Haye's style that'll give Klitschko problems? I mean,
I think that he brings something different. Like, his athleticism could help him win the fight. He does have real fast hands. He's good on his feet. The only problem I see with Haye is his defense is very, very questionable. You know, he got hit a lot against someone like a John Ruiz, who he should not be getting hit a lot against. I mean, Ruiz is just a bum at this point in his career.
Yeah.
Although he did take care of Ruiz, did knock him out.
Yeah, that's true.
But he did get hurt a couple times. He got clipped a few times early in the fight. And, you know, if Ruiz could find him in there, Klitschko's definitely going to find him with that long jab. And that could be trouble for Haye as well.
Okay, so you think Haye's boxing style and his strategies that he uses in the rings against past opponents will get him by this fight with Klitschko?
Yeah, I just think it's something different that
I don't.
Klitschko hasn't seen.
I know, you know, I'm totally against you. You know, I'm not in your corner. I gotta go 100% opposite Mr. M2 today. You know, it's gonna be pretty funny because we're gonna agree to disagree. I got Klitschko all the way. I think it's gonna be another one of those Klitschko performances. This might end early in my book because he kind of pissed off the sleeping giant. Like we all know, he is a quiet type of guy. That's a sleeping giant. The story is you never wake a sleeping giant. So we might see something nasty come July 2nd out of Vladimir. My personal view, as much as I hate to see, I'm not racist, but as much as I hate to see the title over in Europe, the heavyweight title that American fighters and great fighters such as Ali, George Foreman, Joe Frazier, I mean, Mike Tyson, you know, the American fighters that held that belt over there in Europe for such a long time, it hurts my heart.
Let's not forget about Holmes in there.
And Holmes in there, of course. Yeah, of course.
Heavyweight champion.
Hurts my heart. Yeah. It hurts my heart. I want to see that belt back in the Americas. A lot of guys are going to football, so, you know, no more heavyweight boxing champions for a while for us, I guess. But I think it's going to be a whitewash. That's my honest opinion. I think he's going to wipe them out. I'm not even going to go. I could, you know, you've heard my previous telecasts on here about previous fights. I usually dive into a person's record and talk about who they fought, the previous fighters, and I'm not going to do that here. It's pretty cut and dry for me. David Haye is a small guy. He's decent. He never really caught my eye. I've watched his fights, and I just was never really impressed yet. His chin is questionable.
Very questionable. But Klitschko's is as well.
It is, but it's getting better. It's proven its mettle a little.
What I think that the addition of Emmanuel Stewart has really helped him as far as his defense.
Yeah.
But as we all heard the saying goes, you can teach a fighter defense, but you can't teach him a great chin.
Yeah, that's true.
And the chin is still there, and if he gets hit, he could get hurt.
That's true. But the thing with Haye is he's a pretty dude. He goes around the ring pretty. He has that natural athleticism, but he seems to be a gritty guy when I've seen his fights. But he's just not technically solid. Like
not as fundamental as Klitschko at all.
Yeah, he's not technically fundamental, and I think that's going to be the downfall. When it comes to getting around that stiff, hard, 240, 250 pound jab, and you got to get around that damn thing. I mean,
yeah, it's a hammer. It really is.
Yeah, and it
takes a sledgehammer.
Yeah, it takes a lot to get around that. You know what I mean? And I've been hit with hard jabs, and when you guys constantly sticking out there, it gets you tired after a while.
Yeah, it definitely wears you down. A good solid jab, especially from a heavyweight like Klitschko, that could really spell trouble for Haye.
Yeah,
and Klitschko's gotta stick that thing out there early and often in this fight, because I really believe Haye is gonna come out and really try to test his chin early.
Yeah, that's how I think it's gonna go. I think Haye will come out guns blazing and try to catch that glass chin.
Yeah, he has to. I mean, the fights in Germany, he's not going to win on points unless it's a clear domination of Klitschko.
Correct.
He will not win by decision. He knows he's going to have to knock him out.
Yeah. So I see the first 4 rounds being dangerous for either fighter. Personally, like I said, I'll give you my straight up prediction. I see the jab and the right hand working. He's going to jab right hand him to death, and then he's going to hold him. Back up, jab, right hand, hold, back up, jab. We've seen it again. That's why I said I don't need to go through the list of characters he's fought.
And I'm glad that you brought up the holding factor. I mean, I really think that the Klitschko gets away with that more often in his hometown than he would, let's say, if this fight was in the United States.
Correct. Now,
he does lean on the neck a lot, you know, and that does wear you down. When the bigger man's just leaning on you all night long, I mean,
that's right.
That really does take the legs away.
Takes the legs away. And Klitschko, you're a cool dude if you ever come across this and listen to it. I think you're a good fighter, but I must say you're very lucky that we do not have a 1980 prime Iron Mike Tyson right about right now, because the holding and that long jab, Mike would just bob and weave, and all that speed he had, he would have bobbed and weaved right by that jab and ran right to your body. Boom, and right back with that uppercut. But
could have been lights out.
It would have been lights out probably before. But David Haye does not have those attributes. You know what I mean?
Haye's defense is definitely questionable. Yeah. He does have the ability to slip some punches at times.
Not like Mike.
But it's not as closed and tight as Mike Tyson. He does have a tendency to drop his hands.
Yeah.
And back up, which is not a good thing against a guy with a strong and a good technical jab like Klitschko.
And the reason why, for anybody out there that's like, what the hell is he bringing up Mike for? This is a David Haye Klitschko thing I want to hear. Check this out. There's no way to beat Klitschko from the outside if you're a smaller fighter. It's not happening. If smaller guys would have to fight like a Mike Tyson, they would have to bob and weave, be quick, counter punching, kill the body, come up to the head because he's a big dude. You can't stay on the outside with Klitschko. He's too big. He has them long tree trunk arms. I mean, that would be the way to fight him. And if Haye's not going to fight him that way, which I don't think he is, he's going to go to sleep. Yeah,
Haye's going to have to he's going to have to try to fight inside when Klitschko grabs him, because Klitschko is he's going to grab him a lot.
Right.
Once he gets on the inside. And Haye has to do a good job of trying to make him fight on the inside. He's going to have to try to throw some shots, not let him lean on him like he does his previous fights.
Correct.
And I think that he can make him fight. He's got to go in there and make him fight early on if he's gonna have a shot to win this thing.
That's true. I believe that also. He's got it. I mean, this is pretty simple, and this is a pretty simple analysis.
It's simple to say, but not simple to do.
Correct. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of intangibles. This is almost like this is kind of 50-50, like you said.
Yeah, I think so.
But I'm going more 80-20 based off pure power, size. Yeah, Klitschko.
Yeah,
For me.
yeah, Klitschko does seem to have a little bit more advantages. Like, of course, he's naturally a heavyweight. He's got twice as many fights. I think that he's more
seasoned.
very, very, very technical and fundamental, which is very good.
Yeah, that's true.
And that is what really gets him over in a lot of fights.
And one thing Manny Stewart's good at is breaking down the other fighter.
Yeah.
And remember, I mean, has he still lost the heavyweight title bout yet? Or no, is he still undefeated, huh?
I think he is, as far as with Stewart. He hasn't lost yet. Although Emmanuel Stewart has said that this is probably the strongest and best opponent that Klitschko has faced since they've been together. Yeah, I also agree with him there. I think that Haye brings something new to the table here for Klitschko.
Yeah.
You know, Haye's kind of used to this by now. He should be.
Yeah.
Bigger guys trying to overpower him.
Correct,
and although those bigger guys aren't as good as Klitschko.
Yeah.
But it's still something that he's kind of used to. This is something that Klitschko hasn't seen, and I believe he's going to test him.
I got a question. I got a question for you right now. Do you think in any realm of any realm of being that a John Ruiz could have went past 2 rounds with the Tyson?
Oh, no way. No way.
And he went 9 with Haye, so that's what I'm saying. I just don't see the special qualities that Haye would need to beat Klitschko. I don't see it ever. And if he beats Klitschko, we'll do a post fight and I'll eat my words. But Mr. M2 has Mr. Haye, and Mr. Pound for Pound has Klitschko. Let's wrap this up. We'll give you one last time to say it. And then also we're looking forward to the Amir Khan
Zab Judah.
We're definitely gonna do that.
Yeah.
That'll be good. Let's wrap it up. And we'll see you guys on Saturday, July 2nd. It's going mother bleep down. Not a bleep down. So, Mr. M2, last little words. You get 30 seconds. Boom, go.
All right, here's how I see it going down. Klitschko's good fundamental work against Haye's athleticism. I really think that that's what could get Haye over in this fight. I think he's going to surprise Klitschko. I think he's already got him beat mentally, which is, in my opinion, is huge.
No.
And I think he's going to shock a lot of people in the boxing community by knocking out Klitschko and bring in excitement back to the heavyweight division. And I can't wait to see it.
I don't believe it. I feel opposite. 30 seconds. Pure and simple. I'm gonna give you pure and simple. All right. Klitschko's gonna win. It's gonna be a knockout. Might be early. It's gonna be a knockout. Haye's too small, and he doesn't have enough place to run. It's going down. So Saturday, July 2nd, Klitschko versus David Haye. Gotta watch it. See you guys later.